Hello, everyone. This week, we're going to talk about another element of a balanced literacy framework, that being Writer's Workshop, or sometimes it's called Writing Workshop. In the very beginning of week one, we talked about the four contexts for writing: shared writing, interactive writing, guided writing, and independent writing. Writer's Workshop is independent writing. This is where you see coming into action things that you have talked about in shared writing, interactive writing, and guided writing. Typically in Writing Workshop, you begin with a very brief mini lesson, 3 to 5 minutes. And that might be about something that you see that the majority of your students need in their writing. It might be you're going to share a super introduction to a text because you want to work on introductions with your students. Now, the mini lesson that you present, you may or may not see in the children's writing that day, and that's okay. After the mini lesson, the students go back to their seats for independent writing to work on what they've already started. While they're doing that, you're going to conference individually with students about their writing. And in this conference, you're going to talk with them about the writing, not about how to correct it. But are you getting the idea that they want you to get as a reader? For example, if you're beginning a conference and the child is telling you the gist of what they've written, you might say, what I'm understanding is blah, blah, blah. We want students to know that, okay, your writing has a purpose. It has to convey meaning. After you have conferenced with a set number of children each day, then you have a sharing time. And that sharing time might be about an introduction a child wrote that day. Or it might just be work that you want to spotlight. It doesn't have to relate to the mini lesson, is what I'm trying to say. Our goal is to have children perceive themselves as writers. We want students writing first, and then we can teach about writing. This week, there are several videos for you to watch about Writer's Workshop. There are a couple for K2. And then 3-5, you have this video with Mrs. Brewer or Ms. Brewer to look at and look for things. In About the Authors by Katie Woodray with Lisa Cleveland, Chapter 4 is how our youngest writers use the writing process to help them make books. And Chapter 5 is looking closely at mini lessons. So you will want to make sure that you have read those two chapters. I know here it says only Chapter 4, but this week in the lab section, you're going to be writing a mini lesson. So you're going to want to also read Chapter 5. Now, what are you going to do this week? You're going to create and teach a mini lesson. Now think carefully about what you want your focus to be. Complete the lesson plan form. Teach the mini lesson. Post your YouTube link and lesson plan here. Give the child some time to write with minimal prompting. Keep his or her work. You don't need to tape your student writing, but you do need to upload the finished writing as an attachment to this discussion forum. If you cannot get it to attach to the discussion forum, please just email it to me. So you're going to create your own mini lesson, you're going to teach it, and you're going to allow your student to write. Writing workshop is not about telling the students how to spell words correctly, and it's certainly not about having children copy your writing. This is their independent writing. So you're going to post your mini lesson plan, the video of you teaching the mini lesson, and then with minimal prompting, you're going to allow the student to write, and you're going to post that writing as an attachment here also. If you have questions, please ask me.